And good evening, everyone, and you're listening to another episode of Deathmatch Russell Podcast. And tonight we're going to be talking to Executive Director of Wrestling for Warriors, Christopher Holt, on the line, and we're going to be talking about the Wrestling for Warriors event that they're going to be doing with House of Hardcore special event. And we're going to be talking about that and much more, so stay tuned, fans. And much, much more. Good evening, Christopher, and how are you doing tonight?
Hey, David. Good. I'm good.
I'm doing pretty good. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, good. Yeah, what's going on with you? How you doing tonight?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Just hanging out around the house here with the family.
Yeah, I know. This weather's, man, I'll tell you what, this weather's been crazy. What do you think of it? Like, we've had snow a couple weeks ago. I mean, like, it's really weird, you know? But now it's finally, like, done, I think.
It's legitimately 62 degrees right now, and in about 12 hours they're calling for snow here. So
I know. Like, Fridays, it says Friday snow. Like, what the hell? It's like, we're never going to get a break. Come on, you know?
Right.
But
June's got to get here sometime.
So, yeah, let's get it right into it. So, I know you like wrestling. I love wrestling, right?
Right.
You know, we're big people of wrestling. So, how long has Wrestling for Warriors been in business going on now?
Well, we actually we started about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And so it's relatively new.
Yes.
Still kind of fresh and trying to get our legs under us as far as getting out there and getting everybody to understand not only to hear the name and know the name, but
yes,
to actually understand what we are, because we're not just a wrestling promotion.
No,
it's different than that.
Yeah. Awesome. So there's a big show coming. I heard about House of Hardcore. You guys are going to be teaming up with House of Hardcore.
Yeah. So we had a show last year, and Dreamer was on the bill.
Yeah.
And after it was over with, he's like, Chris, he said, man, I'm going to tell you, as long as I've been in this business, you've got one of the most professional, well-run, and most business-minded organizations I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
He said, I want to help you because the mission that you guys are on and what you're doing for these kids, it's pretty important, and I want to help you get it out there and get some publicity. So he's bringing in the House of Hardcore actually in 3 weeks.
Jeez.
And teaming up with us to do this show and trying to help us get the branding out there.
And it's also to help your son, because he's I heard a lot of stories about your son.
Yeah, well, my son was the inspiration behind this. 5 years ago when he got sick and started fighting cancer and disability. And one day after he got a chance to meet a lot of the WWE crew, and one day he's like, Dad, what can we do to help kids like me? And my background is 22 years of putting concerts and events together.
Yeah.
So putting shows together is something I can do in my sleep. But wrestling was kind of a new world to me as far as putting a wrestling show together. So I teamed up with some good people to help us get it off the ground. And,
right.
We started out first show. Zach Gowan really played a role in helping me get it going, and then
cool.
The next show, which actually the first show we had Mickey James on.
Yeah.
She fell in love with it, and then she told her husband about it because she had re-signed with WWE by then. So Nick Aldis jumped on with the second show and helped me promote it.
Oh, wow.
And then Tommy was on the second show, and he fell in love with it. Now here we are coming into the third show.
And I saw that Gregory Irons was a part of your son's life, too. That's awesome.
Yep.
I saw some video on YouTube. I saw that. That was really touching,
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good dude. He came down here and got in the ring with Chase and give Chase the opportunity to train a little bit and to be a quote unquote pro wrestler for the day. And
You know what? To be a special like that is like a dream for a kid. The Make a Wish Foundation always does that. Like all these promotions do that, and that's lucky that he got to do that though. That's a special time with he got to be with a wrestler in his glory. He was probably like happy. Dad, this is so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. We shot, like I said, we shot a little video of it.
Yeah.
And put it out there. But I think his favorite part, because that whole day was based around
him.
We got him in the ring, got him a chance to play around a little bit, and then he got a chance to at the end of it, we actually presented him with his very first backstage SmackDown access that we had acquired for him, and he was pretty excited about that. But I think that the thing that really got him the most was he got to beat up on Dad for a while.
Oh man!
Throw me into the ropes and then clothesline me. It got pretty brutal there for a minute.
Yeah. That's great though. You know what? You had fun and it was for him. So you know what I mean. He
absolutely.
And these kids are fortunate that you're lucky that you have a good son. That how's he in school? Very good, I'm sure.
Well, he actually, he passed away last May.
Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. I did not.
Yeah.
Oh. Robin didn't tell me that. I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences.
No worries. We had a show scheduled for May 20th of last year, and he passed away on May 7th. And
oh man.
We went through with the show anyhow.
Yeah.
Because after 4 years of fighting against cancer, he never gave up, and I wasn't going to start giving up either.
No, as John Cena would always say, right? Never give up.
Exactly. Exactly. And we got a chance to meet Cena a few times.
Yeah.
And this last time I saw him, we were actually backstage talking to Natalia, who's a good friend of ours now.
Mm-hmm.
He walked in and he saw the family and he smiled real big, and then he realized that Chase wasn't there. And he had tears in his eyes. Mm-hmm. The fact that he, after meeting as many people as he does, he remembers everybody. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
It is. It's like my friend. We had a friend that died of. Boy, man, he was a wrestling fan from like all over the world. Like he loved professional wrestling. And he would like bring a chicken to the ring, like he called it Black Packer Hogan, But we actually were able to, we raised money and for the fire department and help his family, And it has a nice plaque on the wall, like a nice wrestling sign above the arena. It's called the Kevin Hogan Memorial Hall, like in a little independent building, Isn't that pretty cool? Because he just, absolutely. And I love telling the story how, like, 2016, we all traveled down to IWA Mid-South, We were all piled up in a car from New Jersey and headed out there. That was his last big, show.
Right.
Right.
It's amazing how...
I know.
People that love wrestling and that they are so connected with it that you do whatever you can to provide them with some sort of a memorial or a shrine or whatever.
Absolutely.
You guys did for your friend with that building. It's kind of what we did, the same thing with my son. Mm-hmm. Our championship is called the Children's Championship.
Yeah, that's so cool. That belt
is around the kids.
That belt is so cool that you had it done there too.
Yeah, it's got my kid's picture in the center of it.
I know.
And, that was a picture we took last year on April 9th. Mm-hmm. He was wheelchair bound and he hated it.
Yeah.
But we took the picture and we put it on there, and it just represents him and what he did for so many other people along the way.
And now it's hanging on the wall, It's nice.
Right. We still bring it out and
show people
after shows, and it's defended every time we do a show, which to this point it's only been once a year.
Yeah.
Because we're still growing, and if the show doesn't get the sponsorship it needs, I'm paying the bill out of my own pocket. So, and I'm not a wealthy man. So
we're not. I know how the business is run. It's a hard, it's hard. I've known the insides and outsides. I've learned over the years, just as a fan, sitting there listening and talking to promoters, and get my hands in the ring on. I like to help out once in a while too. I like setting up chairs, and I like to do the odds and ends for them too.
Right. The very first show we did, I lost $12,500, and my wife hated me, and but we had probably 40 kids that were fighting against disability or life-threatening illness that were smiling from year to year. And I was like, you can't put a price on that. So we restructured. Last year, we actually ended up raising $4,000 for a summer camp for kids with cancer.
Oh, wow.
This year, our beneficiary is a summer camp for kids with disabilities. So, hopefully when it's all said and done with, we raise, $4,000 or more for them. And that provides the ability for these kids to go to summer camp and their parents not have to stress out about where.
And let's if there's a link or something to donate, I'd like to help too, and we'll promote that later. Let's get
I'll message it to you.
Yeah, because I love giving. I love donating my time. Giving money and helping kids. There's a lot of we always see that in the world. It's a lot. We help every kind of organization. Wrestling too. We do that. We break down. I'll tell you what. We had a wrestler. We do these private shows. Raise money for health's going bad, or they got to they're down on their luck. We help them.
Right. Yeah, in the wrestling world, actually, as far as pro sports go, the wrestling community is one of the ones that really lead the way as far as philanthropy goes.
It's small companies. It's our, I'm sure, that company, our companies around here, it's called, On Point Wrestling, really small community, we don't have that many fan base, we can pack 100 people in, and that's what we do. We give money back to the wrestlers or whoever needs it. You know what I mean? We'll help out. We're always about helping. And down by me at the New Jersey here, we're popular for giving fundraising and a lot of good things too for the kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, you guys have that. It's WrestleMania weekend, man. There's a lot of good stuff going on.
It's a busy month.
I know. My friends are all packing their cars, and one of my promotions, GCW, is heading to New Orleans this weekend for their big double show. They got they're doing 2 shows midnight. It's crazy. A lot of these.
Yeah, we got asked to come down that way and put together a show as well. And for us to go down there, first of all, I don't know anybody in New Orleans. But to go down there, it seemed like too much to add to my plate when we're 3 weeks out from a show. And I'd really focus on making sure that this one show is really good before I jump into another one.
Like New Jersey's going to do WrestleMania next year. That's a fun place to do it. Maybe that we could. Yeah. I could help you, and I have friends in the local businesses. We could maybe get something going. I'd love to. You know what I mean? WrestleMania. Yep. New Jersey's a good mecca for wrestling. It's
we'll come out there and put together a big benefit show and raise some money, because the way it works is every town that we go to, we raise money for a beneficiary in that community. So if I came to Bricktown, New Jersey, I'm not going to raise money for somebody in Portland, Indiana. I'm going to raise money for somebody in Bricktown.
We in our town, we actually do a lot of fundraising, big time. We're our community is big for helping people. Because we have the relief center for the we still have the relief center from Sandy when Sandy hit. We still have that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's crazy. Every time I go down to the beach, it's like it's not even there. It's not. Right? Yeah, it's still shocker when people look at the the water down the beachfront, and it's like piles of sand or piles of sand and no houses.
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy, but it's built. They're rebuilding, little by little.
It takes a while,
Oh, trust me, I was part of the FEMA crew I'm a public works worker, and Christy actually, thanks to him, he gave us we had to go out and fix up, clean up the debris from the houses. It was horrible, We actually had to go, take our garbage trucks and load them up, But they gave us a nice pushback, a little check there. For the helping.
Yeah, that always helps.
Yeah, but so what do you think of WrestleMania this year? It's crazy. It's so much going on with it.
There is a lot going on with it. It's just in my opinion, it seems like this is the first WrestleMania I can remember in a while where you're going into it, a week before the match, and you still don't know all the details of who's actually going to be there.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it though. I always watch it with my dad, or I'll go to my friends' houses. Usually gets a group of people together and watch it. Because I was at WrestleMania 5 when I was a young kid. And
call me crazy when I say this, and I don't know why I think this, but I have a feeling that we're going to see a return of Hogan here pretty quick too.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of stuff on the news and media about him.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Well, we tried to book him for a show,
mm-hmm.
and I called down there and was talking to him, and they're like, man, his manager, a dude named Ron, and he's like, man, I love what you do. But we're in talks of trying to get him back, and we don't want to do a bunch of indie appearances. And ruin the big pop when he does.
No, that would be horrible. Yeah. You want to wait until it's the right timing, Yep.
And then out he comes from the shadows. I mean it.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good feeling that we're going to see Rey Mysterio as the mystery partner this coming week.
Yeah.
But, it'd be pretty cool if it was Hulk Hogan too.
Yeah. It's going to be somebody. We'll see what happens, and then the main event there, huh? The main event with what is it? Kurt Angle and it's crazy. It's Triple H and Ronda Rousey and
Yep. Who are you predicting as far as Braun's mystery partner?
Braun's mystery partner? You know what? Be honest with you, I really never really studied a lot of his stuff. Really, I don't know. Could be anybody.
Yeah. Well, he's got that, and I didn't get a chance to watch Raw last night, so I don't know if they made any announcements last night or not. But as of last week, they were still talking about this match he's got coming up and his big mystery partner, and everybody's trying to guess, and we all know that Mysterio just signed another limited appearance contract.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of think it might be Mysterio. But,
yeah.
It'd be cool if Hogan came out of the shadows for that one.
Yeah, and then we got the Hall of Fame, man. It's going to be. It's always fun to watch the Hall of Fame, watching these guys get inducted,
It is. Yeah, I wish I knew how they pick some of the guys they pick sometimes because.
Yeah.
The whole picking a music person every year kind of drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Some of the talent that they've got coming into it, they definitely are very well deserving.
But then they put these baseball guys. It's like, do they really need that? No, that's just
right.
It's like what you're ruining the angle of it. I don't know why. That's
and there for a while you couldn't watch a WWE pay-per-view without some sort of like hip hop artist on there, and I'm like, what? I'm not paying. At that time they didn't have the network. You were paying $60 a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying $60 to watch this guy come out here and rap on TV. I want to watch wrestling.
Yeah, it's like when I was at WrestleMania 5, you remember when Run DMC, like really? We didn't need hip hop, but we didn't need hip hop or we didn't need Morton Downey Jr.,
Yeah.
Blowing
all these big celebrities, WWE stands on its own.
Yeah.
And these celebrities don't help it or hurt it, obviously. But,
no.
It's just like, why are you wasting your time bringing these guys? Donald Trump and Morton Downey Jr. And,
yeah, I know.
It's like, come on, get out of here.
Yeah, paying his son to watch the wrestling. Come on, you can tell the faces. Like you saw, like you could see the picture. Like you watch it really close. The kid's pointing to like a sign or something. Get a merchandise piece of popcorn or something. His dad.
Right.
But but you know what? When I was at WrestleMania 5, I'll tell you what. I tell a story to millions of people listening every time I talk about it. As a kid, sitting up in the nosebleeds with my dad, holding my Mega Power sign up, way up top in the nosebleeds, 5 rows away from Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse the Body, doing the commentary, hearing the thump of the ring from echo through the casino hall, the plaza, the casino.
Yeah, that's crazy that they used to have the commentators that high off the ground too.
I know, right?
Because how do you see that well? I mean, obviously
I couldn't. I know we were on like our edge of our seats, I couldn't really see the action, but you heard it, But you could see the little glimpse that you could see the wrestlers in the ring, Hogan and Savage going at it, I was excited.
Like a bunch of ants down there fighting over picnic scraps.
Yeah, but that was a long walkway they had, some of those walkways, oh my goodness, man. Like back then, like the entrance ways, jeez, walking down a football field, or nowadays it's like, wow, platforms, and it's crazy now,
They could have landed an airplane on that walkway they had last year.
Yeah, but you know what? Way in the back of the day, you know what? Like the WrestleMania 5, no pyro, Now it's all pyro and, outdoor pyro, and then they have accidents with pyro,
Yeah. And again, that's just another bells and whistle thing to make it look good.
I'm sure you see that though. For being in in the music and for events and stuff. Pyro goes off and it could backfire and you don't know what happens.
Absolutely, it happens all the time. I mean, and actually, I get to work not just music, but just a couple of weeks ago, I worked the SmackDown in Indianapolis.
Oh, no kidding! Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I was part of the crew that built the floor. Like the the walkway when they come out on that video floor.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we built the jumbotron too, which was pretty cool. I had never worked for WWE before. Back in the day, I did a WCW show.
Yeah.
Which was a whole other group of stories that I could tell you about. But
yeah. I love WCW. I think all our stories are great. Any story you could tell.
Absolutely. But it was pretty neat to put these panels out there and then, the good part about the show was I knew that I wouldn't have anything to do during the day, and Natalia was there, and like I said earlier, she's a good friend of ours, so I got to hang out and catch up with her and her husband TJ for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then after that was over, we had to go back and tear it all down again. So it ended up being about a 25-hour day, but
wow,
it's good paycheck.
And you got to watch wrestling. Come on.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Exactly. Can't beat that.
Yeah, she hooked us up with some tickets. We were, I don't know, like 5 rows back on the barricade.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, with those special packages, it's special. It's when you could get the special. It's like awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been to so many like house shows. It's like you can get a good seat no matter where you sit.
Right.
Nowadays you gotta like really pay the money sometimes.
Yeah, especially with the pay-per-views. I mean, the cost just goes up.
I know. It's like the packages. These packages like for all this WrestleMania access and the accesses. All these autograph signings and then this super show together. It's like $40 a piece for these tickets. For all these promotions together. It's expensive.
Right.
Expensive.
And then we charge at our shows. We charge $10 for the cheapest ticket and
yes.
$50.
Yes,
for front row,
I know you can't go wrong with that, and that's what I love about wrestling. Like our independent wrestling, we could do that. Enjoy a $15, $20 ticket. And get VIP. I'm always a VIP up front. Like I love my front. I have to be up front. Because if you don't have that front row experience to and bring new people into it, it's like wow. I've never taken one of these days I'm going to take my nephews and bring them to like a local show. They've never seen it yet, I'd never tell them about that deathmatch wrestling stuff because that's another genre, They'll never learn what what that blood and stuff is all about, because they play with the wrestling figures, you know what I mean? I got those figures laying around my house, Hey, Uncle David, where's those wrestler figures? Bring them over to me, So I'll bring them eventually,
And we do something different with our VIP that a lot of places don't do. And matter of fact, I don't know anybody else that really does it. We bring out all the talent to get in the ring. And so basically any ticket you buy, $10 to $50, anywhere in between, that's just your seat. And then for $50 more, you get the VIP. And what the VIP does is it gets you in the doors 2 hours early. You get to actually get into the ring with all the talent, and we take a group photo with a high quality photographer, and then we send that to you, and that's your picture, that's your keepsake. For that one time that you got to be in a wrestling ring with all those talent, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a cool thing. A lot of people enjoy it, and it gives you a chance to meet all the wrestlers at one shot, as opposed to going to each table and spending $10 every time you want to shake somebody's hand.
I know. $20, $30. I walked away.
Right.
I mean, like Pentagon, he charged $20. I walked away. I really didn't care,
Yeah. And we still offer, like, if you want to go to their tables and get their picture, get their autograph, like a one-on-one picture, you can do that. But we're trying to give you the most bang for your buck, and there's nowhere that you're going to get into the ring every single.
But if a lot of the wrestlers, they say, "Hey, here you go, kid. I'll take your picture with you." You can tell that they're broke and they don't have $1 in their pocket. Sometimes it's like, oh, I mean, give this kid a little something.
Yep.
Cheer him up.
And that's what this whole thing's about is these most of the kids that come for the VIP, like the Warriors, we give them the VIP for free. We give them the seats for free. We give them merchandise for free.
Yeah.
So they're the first ones that we put in the ring, and then after all the Warriors are done and when they get their chance to actually hang out with the talent for a few minutes, then we kind of start, funneling everybody else in there that paid the $50 to get in there and get their picture taken.
Maybe I could do a swap T-shirt for you. How's that? We'll do a swap for my T-shirt for your T-shirt. How's that?
There you go. Yeah, I'll take it. Absolutely.
We'll set it up. I'll give you my address and you give me yours.
Sure.
I'm gonna work on hats pretty soon. I'm working on some new merchandise. I'm tired of I run out of shirts so fast. You know what it is? I give the wrestlers and my friends shirts. That's what it is. I say thank you. That's a thank you for the business. I don't need it. I don't make $1 on them. You know what I mean? It's just a way to have advertising.
Yeah, and we usually end up with so many extra shirts after the shows are over.
I know.
We discount them the next year, and we get them down to like $5, and it gets to the point where I'm literally sticking one in every one of these kids that are coming to the shows, sticking them in their little gift bag and giving them free shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
And my sister, who's my accountant, my treasurer, whatever they call her, she goes, you can't keep giving away money. And I'm like, that's the whole point of a nonprofit. I mean, we're a 501c3. I'm not supposed to make money. You know what I mean? I don't take a wage for this. Mm-hmm. I hope to get it to the point where it takes enough of my time that I have to pay myself. But right now, it's all about just putting smiles on these kids' faces.
I know. I was just like GCW. My friend just packed. He just rolled. He did the whole rolling of the T-shirts and put them on a table. Like they're ready for GC New Orleans. Like how they going to get them there? My friend's driving them. Like tons of shirts. I'm like then they have too many extras. It's like really they try to sell them. One of my friends is a really cool designer. He does all the shirts for them. So it's awesome to
Right. Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you can hook something up for next year with those guys out in the neck of the woods, we can do a little co-branding thing out there.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell you. Well, my friend, he's a Jersey fed. It's been around. It's a family fun. It's a family wrestling. So that's what we love, family, and we go to like the Elks Club, the PAL. We even do outdoor shows. We try to get the outdoor shows going because that's those shows are the fun shows, barbecue shows. Get the outdoor flea markets and outdoors is just fun. I've done so many I've gone to so many of those venue those rock venue wrestling shows. Those are awesome. When you could get a chance to do those, it's like wow.
Yeah.
I mean, right in my backyard, my Game Changer Wrestling had tickets for the big metal fest, and it was like Alice Cooper. So my dad and I got hooked up with tickets for like $30, and saw Alice Cooper. Come on,
Dude,
in the rain, you know what I mean? Like
I just literally 2 weeks ago worked an Alice Cooper show. In South Bend, Indiana, and. When he came in the building and I saw him, I was just like, holy smokes, I can't believe this guy's still,
yeah, I know. My dad never knew who he was. Like, he never know, Like, we were, blown away. I loved Alice Cooper. Like, I didn't know, I knew a lot of the music, but my dad was like, this is really awesome to see, some guy. And then all the props and stuff. My God,
Yeah. He had a ton of props.
I mean, that stage sets are something else nowadays, Really,
right.
I think that I've done those the Live Earth concerts, That was awesome one year. I did the Live Earth down in MetLife Stadium, The Live Earth with all the. I got to see Pink Floyd, Like I was like, that's cool, you know what I mean? The original Roger Waters, So much.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be a good show to see.
Yeah, but all right, so. You want to plug away at any plugs you got, or any other questions for me?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
I know.
As questions go, we pretty much covered.
So, hey, how's the ticket sales going for that event? Good.
Well, yeah, we're doing really good. Fort Wayne is notorious for being a last-minute city, and it's funny because all the different bands that I've worked with, you say, hey, you're going to do a show in Fort Wayne or whatever, and
right?
Like, oh man. And I'm like, what's wrong with Fort Wayne? And they're like, it's the pre-sales. There's never pre-sales.
And
it's true, man. I've been 22 years. I've been in this business, and I've seen concert after concert after concert get canceled because people don't want to buy their tickets ahead of time.
No.
What ends up happening is last minute there's a big rush on tickets and things jump up. But I will say this year we've got more pre-sales than we've ever had at this point.
Yeah, and, that's awesome.
We went the first year we had about 160 people in the building. Last year we had 400.
Yeah.
And this year I'm anticipating somewhere between 800 and 1,000. So,
where do you hold your event at? Where does it is it the VFW hall or a local building?
Yeah, here in Fort Wayne we're doing at the Grand Wayne Convention Center. So it's
cool.
It's a big old building, and
cool.
We've got right now we're in 1/3 of the convention hall. So we could grow and have tons more seating and maybe put an actual wrestling convention together in there or whatever we wanted to do.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the convention center is always a great spot for wrestling. They are any kind of wrestling. I mean, heck, I remember I went to Pennsylvania to like a wrestle reunion, like a wrestle reunion. I saw like Foley to like Dr. Death Steve Williams in the ring, I'm like, this is cool, they had wrestling and autograph signing, like, it's pretty cool. Yep. We're lucky to have venues, that do the, ECW Arena still does the signings, it's really awesome,
Yeah. We did a show down last year. Not a show, but we went and we're at a show. We had a booth set up at WrestleCade.
Yeah.
And they do that down there at Winston-Salem in the convention center, and it's pretty neat layout. They got one great big hall that everybody's set up in to do autographs and stuff, and they do a couple matches throughout the day, but then they really highlight the evening with a full night of wrestling, So I like the way they run things and how they put it all together, and I'm thinking about trying to do something like that here in the Midwest,
Yeah, or you could do that down here,
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Make a little trip to the Jersey Shore, right? Hey, but the family would love that because then you could go to the boardwalk and,
Yep. I've been there a couple times. I enjoy it. I was trying to find a babysitter and dump my kids off and go to Atlantic City too long.
Atlantic City, whatever's left of it, it's really run down nowadays, It's really, oh my God, it's, because I'm sure you read on, like, it's just horrible. Like, there's, like, everything's shut down, like shut down, like a lot of the casinos, like the Revel was, like, the big one, but then they built that into some sort of office buildings, But the Borgata is like still the big one,
Yeah,
it's amazing. I haven't even been down there in a while to gamble.
That's amazing because
I know
was 10 years ago and everything's still going pretty strong.
Yeah, but it's just like the economy, Remember when they had they had that boost in losing sales and just whatever, like Trump's Plaza, There were a lot of people that quit that,
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. So let's start the plugs, all right? What plugs you got for me?
As far as, like the websites, WrestlingForWarriors.com, Facebook.com/WrestlingForWarriors, and then Twitter is pretty easy. It's Rest for Warriors, and that's WRESFOR Warriors. So that's our social media outlets,
Yeah, and so Ed, what's you guys gonna do? I was gonna say, is there gonna be any meet? I'm sure there's gonna be a big meet and greet for that show, for the House of Horror.
We do the VIP, and then after the VIP, the talent all broke off to their own tables. And,
that's good.
They've got a couple hours of basically being able to sign autographs and take pictures one-on-one, and there's a lot of talent on this thing. From
I know
Hardcore Holly and
it's like names
Jack Stain and Crimson are both there.
Yeah,
and, Rebel and Angelina Love. It's a lot of names.
It's fun, My friend goes to the local one in Philadelphia all the time. He loves he loves it. Actually, I have my friend. One of my friends is a video producer. He does the videos. He does the setup for this. The video. It's really cool for the House of Hardcore. He does the back. So he loves that. Everybody loves it. I gotta go. I always say I'm gonna go. I gotta go one day. Tommy Dreamer. I typed to him, "Hey, would you ever do a podcast?" "No, man. Sorry, but I contracted." I understand that. Whatever, but I'll do it for free. Have fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I've always wanted to get on with somebody as far as at one point I wanted to tour with WWE. I used to tour with bands, like Lincoln Park and Papa Roach and those guys. And, I thought maybe I should get on with WWE and tour the country again. But
Yeah.
and those guys work their butts off 300 days a year.
I know. I know.
I couldn't do it that often, and having a family.
Yeah.
My heart is in the nonprofit, so
yes.
Maybe one of these days I'll jump on with a Impact or a House of Hardcore or Ring of Honor or somebody that doesn't do shows that often, and bring my production expertise into their realm. Because when you come to our shows, this next show I've got 32 intelligent lights. That are going to be all over the place. I've got a 16-foot video wall.
Maybe next summer I'll make my trip to a show. How's that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love to travel.
If you take a WWE show and scale it down.
I know how an independent show is. I just love it. I get there and I just love it. You fall.
And it bothers me when you go to an independent show and you've got like little itty bitty speakers on top of those little tripod stands, and then you've got some disco light that's got like 4 lights flickering.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And it's like, dude, take a little pride in what you do.
Yeah. Get some speakers, get some sound. You get these woofle, the speakers that are like you can't even hear them. And the microphones are shot.
Yeah, the microphone is cutting out from 10 feet away.
Yeah. You're like, oh great, this is not going to be a good show if they can have their audio set,
Right.
Who's the DJ, It's like going to a concert. You'd have to know how to really, produce it,
Exactly.
You know what a cool story is? I'll tell you about music since we're talking about one year at Christmas time. My sister had this New Year's party, right? And this guy comes in with his son, right? And we're all sitting around. And we all go out to the kitchen, right? And we're talking about cherry pie. This kid was wanting some Bing cherries, right?
Okay.
So his dad asked, "Hey, who has a Bing cherries?" And then the guy's like, "Hey, cherry pie." I said, "I want some cherry pie." It was CC DeVille of Poison.
Really?
Yeah, my sister's friends of a friend. He just came. It was so awesome. I was like, wow, this is cool. So I got to meet CC DeVille.
Well, I just started, speaking of old rock and roll bands.
Yeah.
I just started doing a thing a couple weeks ago where, I realized I'm sitting on a gold mine and I didn't even realize it. All these bands I work with.
Yeah.
And I hang out with them all day long, and it's like, why don't I take drum heads or posters or something and have these guys autograph them and then raffle them off at our shows?
Yeah.
So like 2 weeks ago, I did a show with Warrant, and they give me 6 autographed drum heads with their stickers and stuff on it, so that you can tell that they're authentic, and then one of their autographed posters from their shows, and they're like, here, man, raffle it off, and whatever you get out of it, put it towards your nonprofit. So I'm going to start doing that with every band I work with.
That's cool, because I'm sure they could give you a CD, promotional CDs to give to, what I mean? Like give a,
absolutely,
hook them up with even a ticket would be cool, you know what I mean? Like raffle off a ticket once in a while, like in the summertime. Do that in the summertime, They would love like to go see a band play or whatever,
Yep, there's a lot of bands coming up this summer that I've got some cool names I'm working with, Pitbull and Great White and Adam Sandler on the 20th of this month.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, wow. Dude, that's going to be a blast.
Cool stuff going on.
Adam Sandler, man, that's like, that's gold right there, To see a comedian, to see him, it's great to people are so great these days to see, whoever you can see, go see him. People just go out and see whoever, right? We live once. Right. We live once and we rock twice, right?
That's right.
I want to thank you for being on tonight. And we'll talk again sometime. How about we talk about after the House of Hardcore and Warriors of Wrestling event?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then
April 28th is that, and then we'll go from there.
I'm heading to Chicago in May for GCW. I'm taking a road trip. I'm getting ready. That's my biggest event coming up. I have this actually local show on Friday night, House of Hard. Actually, it's called H2O Wrestling. It's run by the Bulldozer Matt Tremont. He's a local. So he puts on a great show. That's the big show, and then I got Chicago bound for GCW for a couple days. And then I'm back down for the summer for my Tournament of Death and all the CZW stuff and this and that. Actually, I can't wait till April 14th. CZW's Best of the Best tournament. You know, they always put a great show on. You know, a lot of names.
I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely.
And with me and like I said, I look forward to connecting with you again after the event, and we'll kind of give you a rundown of how it went.
Yeah, and I'll shoot you a message about the T-shirts, and we'll swap them out and do that, and I'll get you some info. I'll talk to my buddy about that other stuff. You know.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, have a good night. Thank you.
Hey, you too. Thank you.
I want to thank my guest Christopher Holt for being on, for the executive director of Wrestling for Warriors. They're doing a special show with the House of Hardcore in like you said, 3 weeks. So if you're in that area, Indiana, check it out. Also, for a good cause, for the children. As always, children are first, as they always say. Thank you for listening tonight, but tomorrow night, stay tuned, fans. I'm going to have Chad's an idiot. That's right, Chad's an idiot. He's a pro wrestling fan from IWA Mid-South, and he's a writer too, so stay tuned for that. That's tomorrow night, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Where can you catch all your social media for your Deathmatch Russell? As always, online on Facebook at David C. Russell, and on Twitter at DJ Dave NJ32, and my website deathmatchrussellpodcast.com for all your current, past interviews, highlight reels, promos, and much, much more. Thank you all for listening. Have a great night. And have a good night.
I need to hear the music pounding so loud. Just to stand beat, you ain't no way you getting mowed down.